Hey everyone, my name is Sophie from Sophisticated Organization. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today is another Sophisticated Saturday where together we work through my to-do list and get things done around the house. Today I am starting off by prepping some homemade pizza dough and getting that going and having that rise while we get some other things done around the house. And I'm excited today because I'm using my standard pizza dough recipe that I love to make. I'm going to try and triple the recipe, but you'll see I just ran out of regular flour there and I'm adding some bread flour. The recipe I use is just regular flour, but again, I ran out, and you can also use bread flour. It just changes the texture a little bit, and I'm going to make a double recipe tonight and then take an extra third of it and freeze it. This pizza dough freezes really well. But again, back to the reason I'm excited is because my parents came to visit before the holidays for both of our boys' birthdays, and they brought us a pizza stone. So I'm going to give it a try for the first time. We got a pizza stone for our grill, and I haven't been using it just because it's cold outside and I don't know, it's kind of a hassle. So this is one to use in the oven, and we are going to give it a go and see how it works out. So I will leave the recipe for this pizza dough in the description if you're interested. I have been making pizza dough for years now. I think ever since I really started cooking on my own pretty heavily, in law school. So it's one of our favorites. It's so much easier, and I'll never go back to buying pre-made dough or store-bought frozen pizzas because I freeze the dough and can make this pretty quickly.
Desperation. All that matters now is that I really know that you are the one, the only one for me.
Once I got the ingredients from the pizza all cleaned up, then I'm popping into my office for a bit for random tasks. Random task number one, we just got back from California visiting my family. My parents live out there in the winter. My grandparents, actually, it's going to be their first year where they've made the move there full time. And we got some gifts for the boys, which was very nice. But my grandma got the boys these, actually for Henry, these little bath toys. And I think they're adorable, but I don't want the bath toys that can get water inside of them. So I'm putting little dots of hot glue in there so they can't get water on the inside and therefore get moldy, because I would hate for there to get water in there, them get moldy, then the kids refill it with water, squirt it into their mouths, and then they're filling their mouths with mold. So that was my way of doing it. If you have a better way, I almost think that little glob of glue poked out a little bit too much, so I don't know, I might use a super glue or something instead, but we're trying it out. And then I also wanted to work on the baby books and toddler books for Owen and Henry. With both of them having December birthdays, I had to update both of them for turning 1 and turning 3. And it's so sad because this closes the chapter of Henry's baby book. It goes through 0 through 12 months, and he is now 12 months, so he is going to start on his toddler book too, but it's kind of a lot for me to wrap this up and wrap up Owen's year, and then there's some repeat things to do in the toddler book, but I am very proud of myself for keeping on top of all of these pregnancy, baby book, toddler book, and everything with 2 kids, because I especially don't want the second kid to get forgotten and feel like our first baby got all of these cute baby books and then I ran out of steam. I still have steam, and I'm making this a priority of mine.
You know I'll be right here when all the monsters come. I've got you.
I think I've shared this before, but another thing I've been trying to do with our dinners is making a fruit plate. This has been kind of a game changer if you have a picky toddler who if you put something on their plate, they always are like, I don't want blueberries or I don't want this. I love the idea, and this has helped again, of having different fruits on a plate, because then he can pick what he wants, and I don't really mind. Like, I love all fruits, so I'll eat some of the extras. My husband, Jim, has really been enjoying having fruit on the table. And then of course it's really easy when our baby Henry gets like fussy, or it seems like he wants to try eating something different, he's getting bored of what's on his plate, I'll just grab some stuff from the fruit plate and hand it to him. And I try and cut it in a way that's appropriate for anybody to eat. So that's like thin slices of apples. Blueberries, I still kind of squish them for Henry because it's kind of a choking hazard, but it has been so nice having these little fruit plates.
You know I'll be right here when all the monsters come.
Owen just turned 3 and he got his new play kit from Lovevery in the mail. I am once again blown away by the things that come in here. If you are not familiar with Lovevery, they are a play kit subscription service that sends you toys that are developmentally appropriate for your kid's age and stage. Owen has been getting these since he was a newborn, so we started with the 0 to 3 month play kit. This is the Observer play kit. It is for 37, 38, and 39 months, and it is such a good one. I'm really excited because a lot of it is related to emotions. It came with some of these little emotion sticks, which if you saw one of my previous Sophisticated Saturday videos, I set up a calm down corner for Owen, and we've been talking a lot about different emotions, so I think I'm actually going to put this in his calm down corner. But behind me in our living room, I use our little end table, side tables for toys for him, and I always put Lovevery toys out there, but you should see this awesome one that we got. It is a house, and I love that everything's made of wood, so everything's passed down to our younger son Henry really well. I feel like this is stuff I'm gonna have around for grandkids because it's so sturdy. But it comes with this play guide, and it shows you all of the different ways you can connect these things together. But basically you can like stack them on top of each other, or you can put them side by side. There's a garage door, there is a lock here with keys, there's a car, and with other previous play kits he's had these little people, so I love that they build on top of each other. Comes with stairs and a bed and a slide, and then this guide again that I can show you. All of these different ways that you can play with this house. So I'm going to kind of put this in here, and he's gonna be so excited when he wakes up and he can play with this. But quickly, I had to mention a couple of other things. There were 3 books that they had in this play kit. Usually they are these larger books that I have back here, and I have all of the Lovevery ones we've gotten since, again, the beginning. These are emotion ones too, so I'm debating whether I should put them here or put them in his calm down corner, but I think I'm gonna stick them here for now. There's Happy Either Way, Happy and Worried, Quiet in My Body, Frustrated and Calm, and Two Big Feelings, Angry and Sad. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna put those in the calm down corner. But the other thing I thought was so cool is teaching right and left and how to put on their own shoes. These stickers are meant to put in the insoles of your kids' shoes and stick there. Back to the pizza. I have my pizza stone pulled out, and my dad told me, like, hot tip, if you have one of these, it is a Le Creuset one. I think they got it at the outlets. There are Le Creuset outlets everywhere. But he told me, he was like, just so you know, make sure you do it on the rough side, not the shiny side, because if you flip it over, it's white and kind of like lacquered or painted with like a gloss seal, and that is not the side you put the pizza on. You put it on the rougher side, and it turned out well. But the pizzas that I usually bake in the oven, I put on a Williams-Sonoma pizza sheet with holes in it. I think it honestly gets crispier with that than the pizza stone. I don't know. I'm still playing around with the pizza stone, so we'll see. The only difference that I just kind of forgot about was the fact that usually when I make pizza from home, I par bake it, it's called. So you just like pop it in the oven for a little bit before you put the toppings on. I put some fork holes in it so it doesn't rise up too much, and it just helps it a little bit so the middle of your pizza doesn't get too soggy with all of the toppings. And that's also part of the problem when I make my own pizza dough and make my own pizzas from home, is that I get a little happy with all of the toppings. I tend to add too much sauce, too much cheese, too much everything, but we're keeping it somewhat simple today with fresh mozzarella, some pepperonis, and by some I mean a ton of pepperonis, and I'm also doing onions on part of it. Owen doesn't love pepperoni, he doesn't love onions, he just wants plain cheese. So I remembered that and decided to scoot some of the pepperonis over and make some of it just plain for him. I am winding down for the day, and this is bad, but I still have the holiday bookshelf up for Owen. I try and change it every single month, and since we were out of town, I didn't change it right before we left because we left on the 31st, and I probably should have changed it, but now we're in January, so I need to get the January books out. They're mostly just snow themed. I think I actually have a few more. He did get another book as a gift about polar bears that I can put up there as well. So I'll have to find that in our suitcase, and I will put that up here as well. But you can see the Valentine's Day stuff is ready. So I want to get this up so there's enough time to have it out before it's time for Valentine's Day books.
I don't see the logic of things. It's quite a lonely world that we're living in. Oh, baby, you are something special, I'm sure. Everything makes total sense.
Bookshelf is done. I think it looks really cute for winter, and kind of in the same theme, there was one more thing from his Lovevery Playkit subscription that I'm going to put, I think, on his dresser right here. And it's just starting to like give him a little bit more autonomy, but also helping him to learn the difference between temperature and picking out outfits and stuff. So this thing is so cool. So you can turn it to learn day of the week. He's kind of struggling with yesterday versus last week. So when you turn this wheel, it has yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and the days of the week. Obviously he can't read yet, but we can work on that. This shows, you can change it. So I have it to be winter right now, and you can change it here, and you can make it spring, or there's one for fall. So I'm gonna have it on winter, since obviously it is winter and it's cold. And then you can turn this dial, so you can have partly cloudy, you can have like fully cloudy, rainbow. So like, I don't know if there's a rainbow in the sky, I guess, after rain. Rainy, thunderstorms, snowy, or sunny. And then it actually came with a sticker here that you can put on whether you have Fahrenheit or Celsius. And then you can kind of change based on the weather. So it has a t-shirt, light jacket, and a heavy jacket. So I feel like I should put it down here. It's cloudy today. We got our snow. Today is Saturday. And then I chose to do weekday versus weekend, but these cards, you can switch them out. That's kind of what I want to focus on. But again, you can switch them out and make them say either like home versus school or home and travel. I want to do the weekday and weekend, and then that will kind of correlate with when he's at school or not, because poor kids don't understand when it's a weekday versus a weekend and like what they're doing that day. So I think this will help him to know what day it is. So I'm so excited about this one, and I'm going to put it on his dresser, and then he can see it every day.